My full game, my mic got muted, but it's the mayor. Welcome to Showface News. You call me what you want, just don't call me woke. You're now rocking with the town favorite. Showface News is picked out from the real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and all the way from Flushing, Queens, with the one and only Sue Young. Stop playing, gang. Come on, let's get it. Stop playing. That's what the Sue Young you heard. Listen. We back again with another one, and it continues to get crazy. So all eyes off Diddy for 1 second, right? All eyes off Puff. Guess what? We got Gloria Velez, baby mom of Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall was accused in a joint raping allegation with Puff. I believe, was the third allegation on Puff. Aaron Hall's baby mama, Gloria Velez, says she was groomed by the legendary Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew, gang. Take a look at this, champs. If it couldn't get any crazier, it did, champ. Here's what she was putting on her Instagram stories, gang. You know, here's what she was saying. Now, let me read this to you. I can't see on my screen, so I'm going to use my other screen to read this to y'all. I want y'all to make sure y'all hitting the like button and sharing the video. By the way, this is fresh off the presses, you dig? Super duper fresh, you dig? Anywho, he says, if you don't think grooming is happening in this business, you're sadly mistaken. It started in 1994 with Luke and a few others in this business. I was in high school. That's what she wrote. She also said this, champs. She also says, well, she didn't really say much of anything, but this is pretty much her ID from Broward County. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Matter of fact, let me make that bigger. She's like, I look like a baby. Stoneman Douglas High School. But she was just showing how when she first got groomed. It was September 30th, 94. You dig? I wasn't even 1 year old yet when this happened. It's a long time ago. Gloria Velez, now 44 years of age, by the way. She's 44 now. You dig? Now, here's the crazy thing. Now, Uncle Luke and her had an exchange on Instagram about 26 weeks ago, gang. I'm going to show y'all that footage real quick. Hold on, gang. I'm going to show y'all exactly what's been going on. So, apparently, her and Luke actually had some dialogue back and forth not that long ago, gang. Hit the like button, share the video. We gonna take a look at that. I'm just gonna show y'all real quick what was said here, gang. All right, and she posted this on May 13th. So this is before this even came up. Before this even came up, she posted this back in May. Okay, this is before Cassie came out and said anything about Diddy. No lawsuit on Puff as of yet when this was posted. Okay, it says pretty much the same thing that she put on her story, you know, here, and then you see Uncle Luke at the bottom saying that's my girl Gloria. Okay, so you see that, right? You see him saying that's my girl Gloria, love you, etc. Whatever. Okay, let me skip past this, and after that, yeah, he says, that's my girl, love, Gloria. And then Gloria Velez types out a whole, I guess, proverb. She says, look at God, Luke 6:27-28. And Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. This is 26 weeks from today, by the way. 26 weeks from today, that was, you know, done, by the way. Just so y'all know and have clarity on what's going on. You dig? Who else wrote something? This was 28 weeks ago. It says, surviving Uncle Luke on Lifetime. And Gloria Velez says, I laughed hard at this because those words couldn't be more true through all that I've been through. I'm blessed to have a sane mind. So she's been on the whole Uncle Luke groom me train way before this even happened. So it ain't like she just came out the woodworks now. It's kind of like she's been on that. You dig? because Uncle Luke did leave a comment on the Instagram post. You dig what I'm saying? So it makes sense as to why that was said. You know what I mean? But that's crazy though. That's wild. So Uncle Luke, the newest in this classic, I'm gonna call it a classic hip hop Rico at this point. This is a classic hip hop Rico. Every prominent act of the 90s is now under fire, it seems, champ. Every prominent 90s classic hip hop person is under attack right now. Hove, you might be next. Nas, I don't know. Everybody's getting thrown. Now, here's a fact. Gloria Velez was impregnated at a very young age, champs. Okay. This is the baby mother of Aaron Hall, who's also being accused of a double rape with your boy Puff. All right. She was impregnated at like what, 17 years of age? Okay. 17. She was impregnated. 16 met Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall already in his 30s, associating himself with a minor. Okay. By age of 17, she's pregnant with his children. Okay. So with that being said, that's predatory behavior. I ain't gonna hold you. She said she was groomed by Uncle Luke because she be telling the truth. Is she telling the truth? We're gonna see. Now, unlike Aaron Hall and Diddy, I believe that Uncle Luke will probably respond right away, champ. Unlike those two. That's just my belief, and don't know how true that is. I'm just saying, going off of what I think would happen, that Uncle Luke would be responding right away. I'm just saying, gang. Okay? But this is looking crazy. It seems there's always a twist and turn every single day at the last moment going into the nighttime. It would seem as though there's another curveball within the story, all right? And the story just keeps getting bigger and bigger, introducing familiar characters that we know, doing some things that we never heard of them doing, all right? This is wild, though. I'm not gonna lie, this is wild. This is insane. What's next in this case, champ? You know, right now, we're not even talking about Puff no more. This ain't even about Puff. Now this is about Uncle Luke. And of course, Aaron Hall, right? Now we're talking about these people, all right? Also, no, Gloria Velez, was originally a video vixen. You probably seen her on BT Uncut and etc. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Abrion says allegedly Unc has an interview on Vlad. Is that fact? Me personally, I've never heard of Uncle Luke grooming anyone. Oh, you heard a snippet? Ooh, I can't play anything from Vlad, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. But it's wild right now, gang. I ain't gonna lie. It's wild right now. There's a lot going on, gang. There's a lot going on. You said it's on Twitter? Okay, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I can't post it anyway because when you post things from Vlad on YouTube, it does tend to get you hit with some, copyright claims, if not strikes. So we're gonna stay away from Vlad. However, what I am gonna say is this: boy, it's looking crazy. We gotta call this the classic hip hop Rico, because at this point it's like, damn, they just pulling names out of hats. Like they just put a bunch of artists from the early to late 90s and threw them in a hat and just start pulling names out. Like, you got a clean jacket, champ? Well, not today. You did something. Respectfully, you did something, champ. You dig? It's under a timeline. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. But what I'm gonna say is this to y'all, gang. This is getting crazy. This is getting wild. This is insane. Okay? Did Uncle Luke groom Gloria Velez? Now, for some reason, and I'm not saying this is true, but for some reason, I feel like her story holds more weight based upon the fact that Aaron Hall did what he did with her at her age, being under 18. Okay? That's one thing I'm gonna say. But until you hear the name he dropped allegedly. I mean, if he name dropped, it's not alleged. It can't be alleged if he actually dropped it. It's no longer alleged. The man actually dropped the name. Secondly, I'm going to be listening to it when I'm done with this. But at the same time, I'm like, this is insane, bro. This is wild. In case you missed it, I read over some things. Now, this whole Gloria Velez thing didn't happen yesterday, and it didn't happen today. This Gloria Velez thing has been going on since May. Since May, it's been happening. This isn't new. It's been happening since May of this year. She made a post, but Uncle Luke commented on that post. Gloria Velez commented back on the post, replying that this guy was evil and etc., writing out an entire biblical text from the words of God, quote unquote, in response to Uncle Luke replying. Somebody else comments on the post. Mind you, this happened all the way in May before any type of Diddy accusation even popped in the air. Okay, any lawsuits on Diddy pop in the air. This is before that. Somebody commented on her post and said, "Look, surviving Uncle Luke." You know what I'm saying? So apparently, there's a story or there's some type of word that got around out there in Florida, I guess South Florida to be exact. And they're saying that Uncle Luke was grooming women. It's crazy. Look, all I'm gonna say is because of her age of being impregnated, especially by a man over 30, it looks so bad in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? It looks beyond bad in so many ways. You dig? And it's crazy, dog. Who's next on this, man? That's what I want to know. Who's next is my question for y'all. Because this is getting insane. You hear me? Wild. Madness on top of madness, gang. You dig? It's getting crazy, spooky, if you will. Madness, champs. Who's next is my question. Who's next? It's all I'm asking, champ. I don't know who's next in this situation, but I'm gonna tell y'all this, gang. Keep your eyes open. Don't be shocked at what the next allegation is. Now, throughout all the allegations, to me, this allegation holds a lot more weight than other allegations. That's what I can say. This allegation holds a lot more weight based upon the timing and the consistency of the matter. All right, this could actually be something that we have here. You dig? But here's one thing I need to know, like really need to know though. It's the mayor. Make sure you hit the like, share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Share this video, champs. I need y'all to share this video respectfully. Share this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you do, but share this video, gang. And one other thing. Get a public service announcement. And that public service announcement is to make sure that you stop playing. So respectfully, we beg of you to stop playing. And there's a lot more content to come. Please stay tuned for more. Let's get it. Stop playing, gang.